back here at NSUSpartans.com, our weekly coaches show with volleyball head coach Brandon Duvall. And Brandon, first weekend of action past year already. Obviously, there's always butterflies going into that first weekend. How do you think the team did just in that first weekend overall?
I was very pleased with a lot of the stuff that we did on the court. I think our biggest issues coming out of this past weekend was gelling as a team. You know, we've only had a few weeks of really, and we have so many new people on the roster, to get them to get comfortable around each other in certain situations. And so we saw a little bit of issues there that we worked a lot on this week. You know, basically nerves got to them. You know, the first match of the whole weekend, you can see where we were on fire the entire time. I think we won the first set of the match, and then you can tell as the match progressed, we got a little bit more nervous and a little bit more nervous. So closing out the sets at the end when we were leading was an issue for us first match. Got to play Navy and had a fantastic match. Saw a lot of great things, a lot of good team volleyball out of us. And then the last match of the weekend, we were just, you know, frustrated a little bit, and they did Hartford did a very good job defensively on us. So you can see frustration mounting up and things like that. So overall, I'd give us a good rating from where we started, and you know, we expect to see better and better as the season goes on.
Yeah, like you said, it's always that first weekend. There's always going to be, no team is ever perfect that first weekend, but you find the flaws to work on them for the next weekend. And you know, you played Hartford, you played Nebraska, Omaha, teams in Division I that are, you could say, on your level. You know, like you said, you lost those two 3-1. You beat Navy 3-1, but you were in them for the most part. You were in almost every set.
Right.
So it wasn't like these teams were blowing you out of the water. It was just a little thing here or there, and it could have changed the match completely, too.
Yep, absolutely. A good touch here, a good touch there. You know, a lot of communication. You know, stuff that I feel like once we've been on the court for a while, and once we get to know each other and continue to mesh as a team, a lot of those issues will start clearing themselves up. You know, saw a lot of looking at each other, you know, to see who's going to make the play. And that's stuff that, you know, in the end of the season, we can't be doing. So as the season progresses, but that's what tournament season's for. I mean, if I did my job correctly, I'm going to put us in the toughest situations throughout the tournament time, find some decent teams that we have to compete against to really see where we're at, and then come conference time, we're hoping that, you know, we're firing on all cylinders and the team is meshing and our systems are down, our defense and offensive systems are down, and we're right where we need to be come conference.
Yeah, like you said, there's 6 new kids. One of them wasn't even here yet for the last tournament. One of your best blockers. So obviously there's going to be a lot of, like you said,
more
there's going to be a lot of
meshing.
meshing. It takes time. But as far as the newbies, obviously Darcy starting at setter, looks like she did very well. You know, Jessica Johnson had some good moments there, but you also had senior Bia and Charlotte really kind of led your team as well. So talk about those individual efforts from those players.
From Bia and Charlotte, I mean, they're right where we need them to be. And you know, if you talk to them, I'm sure they would tell you that they should have done better. And we, you know, our expectations on our upper class are extremely high because we're trying to do something that we've never done before. So, you know, I was very pleased with the production of our seniors. I was very pleased with their leadership on the court and guiding the newbies because, you know, you put a freshman like Darcy in the situation that she's in, she's basically our quarterback. To go in and try to be a leader with those players on the court. I think everybody did a fantastic job trying to raise the comfort level and keep it competitive and back each other up as teams. So very pleased with our upper class and our seniors.
And then heading into this week, you're heading up to Pittsburgh. You got Robert Morris, Duquesne, you got Loyola, Maryland, and Providence. You know, teams that you've seen before or you know a little bit. So what's kind of your guys' mentality going into this next weekend? Kind of like the sophomore weekend for you guys this year.
You know, hopefully we fix some of the issues from this past weekend with the finishing issues. I mean, you know, we did a great job this previous weekend, you know, getting up on teams and good team defense and so on and so forth. But it was the end of the game is where we really lost. You know, the crunch time where we, you know, once we got to 20. We weren't finishing well. We're hopefully after this week we finish those issues. The nerves should be out. We've already played a season. You know, the freshmen are now college volleyball players. They've already been through one weekend of college. So, you know, there shouldn't be too many surprises there. We're playing 4 matches instead of 3, so we're playing 2 a day. And we just want to get out and compete. We want to be competitive. We want to see how battle-tested we can get our girls and see how high we can continue to raise the level every single time we get on the court.
Yep. Like I said, the Spartans will be on the road again at Pittsburgh. They play Robert Morris and Duquesne, kind of a dual tournament there, Friday and Saturday, one and then the other. And then obviously in a week and a half they'll be here, not here in Gills obviously, but here in Echoes Hall at home for the Spartan Classic, September 7th and 8th. For all your information this year on NSU Volleyball, don't forget to keep checking back at nsuspartans.com.